Welcome to my final hour here in Disneyland Paris for 2024. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to another one of my videos. So yes, I've only got a couple of hours left here in the parks before I have to get my train back to London. And this is my last Disneyland Paris trip for this year, but don't worry, I will be back next year, early this year in fact, to see the new fireworks show on the 10th of January. Can't wait, so make sure you subscribe. There'll be plenty of more Disney vlogs coming next year. But we do have a couple of hours still to enjoy the parks for one last time in 2024. And I think I'm just going to take it chill, you know. Maybe just have a little walk down Main Street, have a look at the castle one last time, all the Christmas decorations. And yeah, maybe reflect a little bit on this year that we've had here in the Disney parks, 2024. It's been a fantastic year for me. I've managed to visit all the Disney parks worldwide, all in one year in 2024. I still can't believe it. Obviously, my first big trip of the year was Disney World with my mom back in January, which was such a special trip. I still can't believe it actually happened. And my mom fell in love with Disney World, especially Magic Kingdom. That's her favorite park in Disney World. And hopefully at some point in the next couple of years, I might bring her back to Disneyland Paris as well, because it's been years since she's been here. So maybe that could be coming up. And then I was so lucky to get to go to Asia again and actually do all three parks on one big trip. That was back in June of 2024, and we started with Hong Kong Disneyland, then Shanghai Disneyland, which I hadn't been to since 2016 for its grand opening, so it was really cool to visit that again, and then Tokyo Disneyland, which is one of my favorite places in the entire world, so I was very happy to be there. All the vlogs from that trip are on my channel as well. If you haven't caught up with them, there's a playlist for all of them.
Belgium!
Amazing! Thank you so much.
Can we take a picture?
Absolutely, yeah, I'd love to. I just met some lovely viewers from Belgium, so if you're watching this, hi, it was so nice meeting you. They said they were in Tokyo Disneyland a few months ago as well, which is so funny because I was just talking about it earlier. But then our next trip that we did, the next big trip, was of course California in August of 2024, and my very first time attending D23 with my friend Moni. That was honestly one of the highlights of 2024 for me. I'm such a big Disney fan, and to be able to actually attend the convention, something that I've been wanting to do for almost a decade, I would say. I couldn't believe that I actually managed to finally go. And it was so cool meeting other Disney creators, other Disney fans. Just the environment there, the atmosphere was so special. And I really hope I get to attend another D23 event at some point in the future. And of course, whilst that trip was mainly for D23, I did also go to Disneyland California for a few days, and that was also a lot of fun. I love the original Disney park. I mean, both California Adventure, but Disneyland specifically, I think, is such a magical park, and I'm just continuously filming until we have the castle reveal, so bear with me. There she is. Oh, she looks so beautiful. I am going to miss the Christmas decorations here. Next time I'll be here, the decorations will all be down, but Main Street will always be magical, no matter what. And like I said, I'm so excited to be back here in January of 2025 for the new castle show. Tales of Magic, it's going to be amazing. Look at Goofy over here. He's been pulling that sleigh for a couple of months at this point with all these presents, but I think pretty soon his job is going to be done. He's going to have delivered all the presents for everyone for Christmas. What a hard worker you are. And if you've watched my recent Disneyland Paris vlogs with my good friend Anthony, then you would know that he thinks that Chip and Dale are the most hardworking of the Disney characters. And I kind of agree with him, to be fair. I love Chip and Dale, but I also think Goofy, look at him, is also quite underappreciated. I mean, a lot of people just look at him and they're like, oh, you're Goofy. It's all about Mickey and Minnie, but no, Goofy works hard too. Oh, I do love this area though. Town Square in Disneyland Paris during the Christmas season with all these little Christmas trees they have going on just feels so magical, and of course with the gazebo too, which is decked out for the holidays. But I do have a question for you actually, because as I mentioned, I went to D23 in August, but I also had a few days in Disneyland California. However, you may have noticed that those vlogs aren't on my channel yet. I put up all the D23 vlogs because those were like time specific. Obviously D23 happened in August. I wanted all the vlogs to be up in August of 2024, and you guys have really enjoyed them. However, the Disneyland California vlogs, because there was quite a lot of them, I want to say about 8 or 9, I just didn't feel like I had the space or the time to kind of spread them out properly. So I'd love for you to let me know when you would like to see them and how you would like me to upload them. Do you want me to just upload them consecutively, so like maybe dedicate a couple of weeks to California vlogs from my August trip, or would you like to just see like maybe a couple of videos per week and then mix with some other Disneyland Paris vlogs? Let me know, I would really appreciate it. I'm thinking of maybe uploading them at some point in January or February when like the weather's cold, it's getting dark earlier, so you can get some Disney magic from LA and California. But also I would really like to hear your feedback, so please leave comments down below as to when you would like me to post my California vlogs, and also how would you like me to spread them? Do you want them all in one go, like a couple of weeks just for California vlogs, or maybe a couple of, you know, California vlogs per week, and then it might take a little longer for me to upload them? Let me know. Look at this view though, so magical. and it's cold, and I think that adds to the magic of the Christmas season here in Disneyland Paris. I just love it. The festive music that is played as well, the loop, the Christmas music, so nice. And this brings me to my final big trip of the year, which was Florida again. I went back to Walt Disney World, and it was my shortest Florida trip ever. I was only there for something like 4 or 5 nights. I had about 4 full days in the parks, and I made the absolute most of it. I visited all the parks, and I also managed to do some of the ticketed events. So I went to Jollywood Nights, which I really enjoyed, as well as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which has been my dream to attend for so many years, and I couldn't believe that I finally managed to do that. It was my first time experiencing the holiday season, the Christmas season in Disney World, which is a very different experience to what you get here in Disneyland Paris. Firstly, the weather was hot. Like, I was wearing t-shirts all the time, and it was quite humid as well, so it genuinely did feel hot. It was something like 28, 29 degrees Celsius. I did visit in the middle of November though, so maybe if you go in December, it might be a little bit cooler, but still definitely not nearly as cold as you would find it here in Disneyland Paris if you come for the Christmas season. I mean, a couple of weeks ago when I was here, it snowed, and you guys have loved my snowy day in Disneyland Paris vlog, and if you haven't checked it out, the link is down below. Because for me, that was definitely a highlight as well, you know, being able to see my home Disney park covered in snow, so magical, something that you can only really dream about, you know, like a winter wonderland. And I'd seen photos of Disneyland Paris in snow before, but I never imagined I would actually be able to be there and experience it. And who remembers, this snowman was fully covered in snow. It looked like a real snowman. All this to say, I have really appreciated all my Disneyland Paris trips in 2024 as well, and I've been lucky that I've managed to come quite a lot, actually experiencing all the seasons and all the new stuff that was going on in 2024. We had a million splashes of color, which I personally really enjoyed, and Electrical Sky Parade, which opened up in January of 2024. I was actually here with my friend Moni again for the first night of that, and I still think it's one of the best nighttime shows ever. I'm really sad that it's going away, but don't worry, I will be there for its final night as well, vlogging it all, bringing it to you guys. And I do also want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching these videos. You allow me to do the best job ever. I mean, coming to Disney parks and bringing the magic to you. I cannot believe that I get to do this. I can't believe that this is my life, and I definitely don't take it for granted. With that being said though, it is time to make our way out of Disneyland Park, because I've got about 45 minutes still before I need to catch my train, and I want to say a quick goodbye to Walt Disney Studios Park as well. I mean, it might not look its best at the moment, but it's still part of Disneyland Paris, you know, and hopefully I might even get a chance to watch a show there together. There you go, Walt Disney Studios Park. Look at the Eiffel Tower over there, and I'm so excited for all that's going to be coming to this park over the next few years. Merci. Thank you, merci. And just like that, we are in Walt Disney Studios Park. And I have to say, I do enjoy these Christmas trees. They remind me a little bit of the Christmas tree decorations in Disney's Hollywood Studios that I got to see for the first time in November 2024. I love that park during the festive season. It looks so cool. But yeah, I'm going to make my way towards Together A Pixar Musical, because there's one happening in about half an hour or so, and I think I should be able to get in because I'm a solo person. We'll see. And a huge shout out to Holly and Alex, who I just met, who are my lovely viewers, and they said they literally watched Together earlier, so hopefully we'll be able to get in too. Because it has been quite some time since I last saw the show at the Studio Theatre, and it's actually recently just come back from a little bit of a break, and thankfully I'm in. Looking forward to this a lot, and it's not one that I can film, so I won't be able to show it to you, but I'll tell you about it afterwards. And it's so funny, Goofy and Pluto have just come out. I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but the only reason I knew that they came out is because of the scream from children, the excited screams of them, which I just love. It makes me so happy that characters and just the Disney magic can bring so much joy to people. And just like that, we are heading in, and I always love the entrance to this. It feels so just over the top, and looks like there's quite a lot of spaces available actually. I'm gonna see where I can find to sit. Maybe up there somewhere. Yeah, there's quite a lot of seats here. I've got an aisle seat, a pretty good seat actually. This is me. I'm going to love you and leave you and speak to you afterwards because there's no filming. Well, the show just finished, and I managed to catch a couple of the Together sheet music as well. I loved it. I also cried a little bit. But yeah, let's make our way out and I'll talk a little bit about the show then. Together A Pixar Musical adventure happens 4 times a day. It's a musical adventure. It's about half an hour long. It's live. There's a live orchestra. There's loads of characters, Pixar characters. It's mainly Toy Story characters actually, but they do go through different stories as well. So you might see some characters from Coco, from Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Up. And it's just amazing. It's such a wholesome message as well. It's about being together and accepting difference. And different isn't bad, basically. That's the entire message of the show. Difference is actually very beautiful. And it's just so wholesome. So wholesome. I cried a couple of times. It had been a while since I last saw the show. I think the last time I saw it was actually probably in 2023 at some point. So I hadn't managed to see it at all in 2024. So I'm glad that on my last day here in Disneyland Paris, I got to see it. And thank you to you as well for letting me do this, because obviously it's not a show that I could film. And I did say that I want to have a very chill couple of hours here. And what's more chill than going to a show that you can't can't even film. Like, you're not allowed to film it. So I literally just sat. I wasn't working. I was enjoying it. And it's an amazing show. If you're coming to Disneyland Paris and this is on Together at Walt Disney Studios, come and watch it. It's incredible. Also, something that really impresses me anytime I watch this show is that whenever Lotso is on stage, because yes, as I mentioned, most of the Toy Story characters will come on stage at some point, including Lotso. But yeah, whenever he comes on stage, you actually smell him, like the strong strawberry flavor smell. And it's actually really nice. I don't like strawberry to eat, but I like the smell of it. So yeah, pretty cool that you can actually smell him when he's on stage. Also, look at some of the works that are currently going on here at Walt Disney Studios. This is obviously what's happening with Studio One. I can't wait for this to be open. It should be reopening in spring of 2025. I've made a whole video about all the new things coming to Disneyland Paris next year. Really looking forward to that reopening as world premiere. And also I wanted to give a big shout out to Sophie and Jasper that I met that was sat right in front of me at Together. So really lovely to meet you. But yeah, unfortunately time has now come to leave the park, say goodbye to Walt Disney Studios as well. So yeah, see you later, WDS. You've only got a couple of more years of being called that. Anyway, I'm gonna head out and grab my luggage and everything and probably say one final goodbye to you when I'm at the station. So I'll see you then. And just like that, I am at the train station, Marne-la-Vallée-Chézy, and I did get myself a little latte from the Starbucks upstairs, and it's time to say goodbye. My final visit to Disneyland Paris, Marne-la-Vallée-Chézy. Oh, I've had such an amazing year, and I want to thank you guys again for making this possible. Thank you to every one of you that I meet in the parks, and I've met so many of you this year, like from different countries as well, from Australia, New Zealand, India, the US, Norway, Canada. I mean, I could literally name every single country in the world probably, and there might be one of you that I've met there, and it always just humbles me so much. So thank you so much. And not only that, but you know, any of the comments that I've had, any chats that we've had on Instagram, I just appreciate you taking time out of your day watching the videos. It means so much to me. I also do want to give a massive shout out to my lovely YouTube members and my Patreon members. You guys are amazing. I launched my YouTube membership and my Patreon earlier this year back in May, and I really appreciate your support over there. The link is always down below if you guys want to check it out as well. But just by liking this video and watching, so you're supporting me. So I appreciate you. But yeah, this is my train over here. I do still have about 7 or 8 minutes until the train actually departs. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. I'm going home for Christmas right now, you could say. And Happy New Year as well. I hope 2025 brings you lots of joy. And I'll be back soon with more videos. So goodbye from Marne-la-Vallée-Chézy and Disneyland Paris for now. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.